Day 3, stage 3. This is figure 8 reverse, going for the sprints. Also, this is my setup if you've never seen it before. The legs feel pretty heavy. The recovery score, fantastic. I ate a dinner that was like really early. Body had time to process it. Slept really well last night. I also slept long and heavy last night, which was great actually. So feeling fresh, feeling good. The legs are heavy, so I really tried to spin them out the last 20-30 minutes or so. Feeling good going into this. I know this course very well. I know these sprints very well. So I hope my confidence does not turn into arrogance. Let's send it.
Probably my favorite day of this entire edition of the World Tour that I am doing, because it's Watopia. Man, these are like the equivalent of riding on the home roads. You just go faster. It's familiar. You're more confident. You just feel better about it. If there's any world in all of Zwift that I ride in the most, it's Watopia, man. I love this. Love this place. So it felt really good going into it. As far as like confidence, as I mentioned before. So here we are coming up to sprint number 1. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Coming into it, unfortunately, I'm going to break this down as best I can. I was way too towards the front of the group. Probably just a little antsy. Broke 1,000 watts. Love that. Absolutely love that. I'm holding 900 watts pretty well, actually, to the end of the line. Pedal to the end of the line. Set myself a little new PR there as far as, you know, the rolling 90-day thing goes. Feel really good about that. I have another strategy for next time I think might work a little bit better. So we get a little bit of time to recover, not a whole lot, and then we do the Zwift KOM reverse. So me going for the sprint jersey, really completely disregarding, I should say, the GC contention. Like, I don't care about that. I'm not here for that. I've tried that in other races, and I don't have the endurance and I guess longevity for that kind of thing at this point in my cycling, you know, my online cycling career. So I'm going for sprint jersey. I think that's best suited towards me. So I just try to ease up and drop back. I'm okay with dropping back to like a chase group or something like that, or just a smaller gruppetto. Totally fine with that. That's how I think my strategy needs to play out for this. So here we are after the S's, and I'm just trying to chill. And at this point, coming up to the sprint, I want to ramp up my cadence, I think is what's going to be best for me. Again, I didn't quite plug this strategy in. I'm at the front of the group, and this was kind of weird that I noticed. I go for it. Look at me. Look at that head-on camera angle, just gritting my teeth. You can see every like tooth in my mouth in these images. And I felt like nobody else went. So all of a sudden now I'm second-guessing myself. You'll see my power just like totally drop off, because I thought for a second it wasn't like a sprint for the stage. So right here it drops like 250, and I just like roll across the line. I'm like, wait, why did nobody else go for that? That's kind of odd to me. So I'll chalk it up to a missed opportunity for sure. User error, most definitely. It was a sprint segment. I knew that. I should have trusted my gut. Despite nobody else going, I really should have put the power down from beginning to end. You know, watching this back, it's hindsight. Furthermore, I apologize for getting these videos out so late, but doing these things every day on top of a full-time job, being married, having a wife, having like responsibilities and roles and everything, you guys know how it goes. It like, and then to edit down a full hour plus video into a bite-sized chunk, it just takes a lot of time. So a little more rest and recovery, and then we do the Zwift KOM. At this point, I'm kind of with a group of sprinters, and we're just like chilling, which honestly was beautiful to me. It felt like I was just back in like a standard category C race, because yeah, some people are going to excel a little more at the Zwift KOM, this little punch. That's cool, but overall, we're just chilling. We're out here like having a good time. Maybe that's just my perspective because I'm on like the top end of category C. But I mean, look at the power profile down the bottom. Look at my heart rate right now, and this is coming up a hill going into the next sprint here. But like, there's been loads of time of recovery, and even still, my heart rate is 152 right now. Like, dude, this is prime. This is like to a T for me, category C racing, where I'm borderline sandbagging. Like I'm on top of the category, feel really good, feel really confident. So now I have a strategy going in for this going into this sprint segment, excuse me, and that's to ease up a little bit going into it, so I have a draft, ideally for the duration. So I want to ramp up my my cadence a little bit, but I want to have people in front of me. So that's what I do. So now look, I have people to get any sort of draft bonus. Granted, there's not that many people. It doesn't last very long. Not only did I crack 1,000 watts, I saw over 1,100 watts for like a second or two, and I'm proud of that. I beat my previous time. Dude, that's phenomenal. Which I was pretty surprised at, because I've already sprinted twice. I've had to do the Zwift KOM and the KOM reverse, and now I'm having to do it again. So, dude, again, this was a great day in the saddle for me. I'm totally ignoring GC. I don't care about it. We're coming up the Zwift KOM reverse towards the finish here. I've done my sprint segments. I switched my camera angle to see what the drafting actually looked like, or maybe how the drafting should look like. Yeah, that was kind of interesting perspective. So I stay with this group, roll across the line. Banner is just beyond the Zwift KOM banner, so
That's legit. Oh, 5 seconds, 1,100. Best ever, 1194. That was a tough... Dude, that was a fun round, actually. Because it was, like, really familiar, but there was always, like, another punch. 1160. Love that. Ooh! You can't even see that. 1160 for 1 second. So 5 second power, 1100. 1194. Dude, I did... You mean to tell me I've done 1194 watts for 5 seconds? I don't believe that. But dang, I'm good. 1 minute. Let's check this. 438. That's cool. Dude, that was a good one. That was tough.
March 4th was a great day for me with a new 5 and 15 second power of 1,093 watts and 916 watts respectively. Stoked about that. Always fun to hit a new PR, let alone 2 in your sprint. I'm not going for GC like I mentioned. I'm going for the green jersey, and I am in 11th place overall for that. That's outstanding to me. I'm so excited about that. Forgive me, I don't remember if I took this screenshot shortly after the race or at the end of the day, so I could have gone down after the later time slots finished up. But nonetheless, going into day 4, I hope I can keep that same energy.
Just got in from work. Left a little early, trying to get a warm-up in real quick. A few more minutes before the race starts. Whew, excuse me, looking at stage 4. Feeling pretty good, all things considered. Probably would have felt a lot better if I stretched after yesterday's stage. Doing Leaf Hill after party today, so 2 sprint segments for myself, cruising on the climb. That's all I got to worry about. Got to go full gas today, and then think about tomorrow, in that order. As always, I'm going to do my best, and I'm never going to give up. And I encourage you to do the same.
Gonna be honest, I never know what to expect in a Zwift race. Usually my expectation is it's gonna be pretty stinking fast, especially on a predominantly flat route like this. Granted, it ends on a fairly long, fairly steep hill. But I mean, look at this. I'm not even at 150 beats per minute. Like this is ideal chill. And again, I said this about the previous stage. It was almost like a category C race. Like I'm in with the group, not pushing too hard. Heart rate is just under control, like feeling really good. Now I know it's a long one. We got 2 full laps. We got 2 opportunities at the mall sprint coming up here in just a second. And then it ends on Leaf Hill. So more so a day for the climbers really, but I got my shot at a segment here. One thing I didn't do the best in this, all these name tags, all these with their flag above it, it hinders your view of where the segment actually starts. And when you're going for the green jersey and you're racing the sprints, like that's pretty key to know where the segment starts. and then the other half of the battle is where it ends. So no one really goes for it right away. I didn't quite know exactly where it started. I see like the front group go. Okay, obviously it's time to go, so I really push some serious power. Didn't have the cadence super high. This is like an ideal sprint for me, ideal distance, because I did it in 13 some seconds, so it's like sub 15 for me anyways. You know, let everyone speak for themselves. So I did pretty well on it. Had good power. The cadence got up there at the end. Again, heart rate super chill going into it, and so now we have a whole lap to go, and I'll have another crack at it. And again, it's like category C, so I have ample time. Like look at that. That's like zone 2, zone 3. It goes higher, you know, when the gradient fluctuates ever so slightly, but here we go. I'm going to try my best to improve my time, try to start when the segment actually starts. So I just want to be looking out for that.
All right, attempt number 2. Here we go.
And again, I want to kind of sag the back a little bit, let everyone go, and give me the greatest opportunity for draft throughout the duration of the segment. So I don't go until the green line. I let everyone kind of go, and then I stomp on it. Over 1,100 watts, holding 1,000 watts for a little bit. Look, I got a full draft basically the whole way. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. Beat my previous time from just the last lap. I'm set for that. And honestly, I feel like my work is done. I just gotta like cruise with the group as best I can. I don't want to just totally poop out. Spoiler, I do, because look at this. I'm not contesting on Leith Hill. I'm not putting power out. No, I gotta. Now's the point. Now that my segments are done, my job is done. I want to conserve, so I do my best to just roll across the line. But we're going up Leith Hill, so in a very stereotypical way, a sprinter on a hill climb finish, hanging my head. Look at that, man! Just roll across the line. Not worried about GC contention. Only worried about sprints. Doing what I'm here to do.
Pretty accurate hill climb finish for a sprinter, where I'm like huffing and puffing my full disc up the hill. Dude, Peter Sagan would be like so excited for me. 12.8 for 15 seconds is pretty good. I want to see, 11:36. 5 seconds. Nothing new. 1009. 11:58. 2 seconds. 1 minute. 4:34.
March 5th was also a great day for me, sprinting with a new 5 and 15 second power, 1135 and 1005 watts for 15 seconds. Big wins, 2 days in a row too, like that's crazy. And in addition, I'm now sitting 21st overall for the green jersey, so it dropped a little bit, but I'm just happy to be here, man. I can't believe I'm in like the top 25 out of all these strong sprinters, and I'm sitting 21, feeling fantastic 4 days in.